What is the fee in lieu of parking requirements?
State statutes allow for developers to avoid installing the parking spaces on their own site against off-street parking requirements, provided they pay a fee into a fund, which the municipality would collect and amass, and typically then use to create public parking lots or public parking garages. So there's quite a bit of science that goes into this in terms of what that fee can or should be. Some communities are actually dirt cheap. It's cheaper to pay the fee than it is to build the parking space on the ground. There's other places where they charge it sort of kind of what the market rate is.
As it would to accomplish with
well, I think it starts to bring in issues sort of something like a parking authority or somebody else who's focused really on the parking. Without some type of organization in place to really kind of follow through with the parking provision, they can just become a fee that gets collected. And again, nurturing our downtown is a little bit like a garden. You got to weed it every once in a while, and you got to change what you planted and everything else. And I think parking is one of the things that's critical to a downtown. We'd all like to think that we're going to become pedestrian-oriented and pedestrian-friendly and transit, and it's not going to work. People are still going to want to get there and have it be convenient. So I think that...
you got to get there first.
Yes, you do.
Well, someone made the observation, I think I probably used this joke once, that a pedestrian is somebody who's found a parking space.
Well, yeah, we assume that not everybody who falls in love with downtown is going to actually live in downtown.
That's right.
And
You want
somehow that person has to find a way to get to town.
I lived in New York for a lot of years. Does not mean I want to visit New York City. I said I lived in New York for a lot of years. Does not mean I want to go to New York City all the time. It's a nice place to visit, but I want to go home to peace and quiet.
So it's about choice. And I will tell you that we actually do have in the city's downtown zoning regulations, there is a fee in lieu of parking provision. It's voluntary, but it is there. And the city just simply isn't at a point in sort of its development cycle where developers are likely to take advantage of this. And it may be many, many years. It may be never. But it's, as long as there's enough on-street parking, and as long as I can provide the parking I need, as long as the parking that my customers need or my employees need can be provided on the street, on my property, sharing parking, there's not going to be any need to do this, to want to take advantage of fee in lieu of parking requirements. At the point at which this may be years, when the land becomes so valuable to develop that putting parking is taking up, revenue-generating building space, developers are going to say, you know what? Here's $100,000. Here's whatever it is. I'm going to put up a big building, and my parking is, at some point the city will amass lots of money and will be able to use these fees and build a parking garage and build a municipal parking lot. But until then, developers aren't going to take advantage of it.